YouTube, Lenny Sly, Rogue Warrior Training Compound. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to work on what we call soto giri, outside hand deflection. This is just another one of the evasion techniques that we use. Some people just call it tenkan. Some people just call it whatever. The way how I was taught, that was the terminology that I was told, soto giri, which means outside cut. You can refer to it as tenkan. Sometimes I just refer to this as tenkan as well, because the body movement, the basic footwork, the HIJI sabaki, actually is the tenkan movement, just like with normal tenkan movement. So this is going to incorporate where you're using a knife hand to where you're deflecting from somebody, from grabbing, from punching, whatever. This is this deflection it can be very quick, it can be very short, it can be used a lot in dori. If you have somebody that's really close to you, that's attacking and there's somebody right behind, this is a technique where you probably just cut and keep moving instead of cutting in tenkan, because then you've got somebody that's jumping on your back. So that's what we're going to be doing, soto giri. So let's get cracking on this video. Be right back. Okay, here we go. This is going to be soto giri, outside cut from, say, a kata dori grab, which is a double shoulder grab. This can be done off of a shove as well, so I guess you'd call that mune ski, I guess you can say, in Japanese terminology. But we're just going to use the term kata dori, which is a double shoulder grab. So I have Bob Kamka with me today to demonstrate the technique. And we're going to demonstrate it first, and then we're going to have Dana step in, and I'm going to teach you to Dana. All right? So, so from a double shoulder grab, so he comes in and he grabs, first things first, get the attack down. Okay? So you're not overextending with this to where you got that Frankenstein thing going on, or zombie thing going on, to where you can get pulled and get your balance taken from you. You want this grab to where it's here, to where you grab, but you still are able to move. Okay, so once this techniques happen, once the deflection happens, the uke keeps moving. Okay, this technique goes right hand in hand with don't getting punch, grab, kicked, or taken to the ground. This is just one evasion method that you could use to accomplish all of that, all in one. So from the shoulder grab, he comes in and grabs right away. Okay, again, one more time. He comes and grabs. From here, you have to do something. You can't let this happen. So slowly, as he comes in, this hand's going to come up and capture. Okay? Big thing, you don't want your fingers open. I stress this a lot with my students because stupid things happen. He goes back and tries to grab again, and you start coming next, you know, your finger gets caught in a gi and your hand's getting busted, fingers getting broke. So I always am very specific about having your hand in this type of shape, this fashion, okay, to where you can capture this and you're not getting anything put in between your fingers to where you can get a dislocated or broken finger. This motion as well is not, come on a little bit of an angle, is not swatting or hitting or blocking. This is an evasion, so this is a blending technique. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to be doing that. Okay? You also don't want to push down because this hand can go right to the face. Even if it's just a kata dori technique and you're doing that, you can get punched. Okay? You also don't want to push this up. Okay? So you don't want to push down. You don't want to push up. And you definitely do not want to push that way. You don't want to do this, because that is more likely to happen. What you want to do is that this motion is circular, okay, as you do this. It's circular. And as you do it, your hand is turning. The hand is not turning to the point where it's over-rotating. You have this, what we call, you cant the hand. Okay, so you angle the hand so the hand's not perfectly straight, in line with your wrist. You cant the hand, so you have this ramp right here. Okay, so when you do this technique and he comes and grabs, you're connecting. And it's wrist to wrist. Okay, one more time, slow. So it's wrist to wrist as you do this. And it's coming from underneath, okay? So you're capturing this. One time, capturing, okay? Once you get the point of here, this is where you're going to have to tenkan. Okay, I see a lot of people do this to where they just pivot on their feet, so you're opening all this up as you do it. So you have to be careful that, so if you tenkan, you get back into this position, and then you have some key extension to where you can grab fingers if you needed to. Okay, so you're capturing and you're turning. Notice how I'm keeping the attack on the same plane, same side. Okay, I'm not doing this and pushing down when I'm done, because then he comes straight up and punches me right in the face. Okay, I'm keeping this to the point where this happens. I'm cutting and I'm keeping this here. There should be a key extension here. If he pushes back into me, this should not happen. This should extend. Not extend, ooh. This should extend. There should be firmness here. So if I had to, I can do something else. And I can respond. There's connection, so I can feel if he's going to do anything else. If he tries to switch up and tries to come around and try to hit again, I can capture this again. Okay? So one more time. So from here, and you're not stepping. You're not stepping with this. Same side, same side. You're not stepping. Okay? You're tenkanning, so you want to keep your feet on the ground at all times as you're sliding your foot. Okay? The other thing too is you don't want to get to here to where this is behind you. Doing the technique, you want to make sure that once this happens, this is all turning. This is all turning with this cut. Then you tenkan around the arm. Okay, this is connected right now, but the second you tenkan, this disconnects from your center and keeps the attacker to the outside of you. A lot of people make that mistake to where this happens and then they disconnect, which is bad, or this happens and they keep coming around to where it's, no, what do I do? He's all over you, okay? So you want to keep this connection right to where it stays in front. Plus you have your covering hand covering the side of your face, okay? And then you move, move. Whole time you're bending your knees, okay? Keeping this connection and moving. Alright? So that's soto giri. So now we have Dana. Hi, onegaishimasu. Dana's going to come up. She's going to demonstrate this technique. And I'm going to correct her on things that she's doing wrong. So as Bob's coming into attack, so step by step, nice and easy. Okay, now tenkan, and keep that at bay. Good. Good. Let's move over there a little bit. Do the other side, and switch the other side, switch the left side so you can see this. See how she brings that up, and then she tenkans, and then this disconnects from her center, and it stays right there, and then this should be firm. Okay, she's bending her knees, she's dropping down. I talk about this a lot. If you're standing straight up, you can get knocked over a lot easier rather than if you're bending your knees. You don't need to be squatting, you just need to bend your knees. Flex your knees, your legs should get some workout out of this. This allows you to be more mobile and it gives you better stability. You can negotiate somebody trying to push you over if your knees are bent, you're better planted. You're dropping your center. If you're straight up, somebody can push you over really easy by breaking through your center. Okay? Go ahead, keep going. One continuous movement. Stop drifting, move over. Stay in the same spot. Cut with the hand, wrist to wrist. Cut. A little faster. Okay, now when you see this, when you're doing this, you get to hear one thing that you have this down pretty good, but you want to come from behind and capture. Instead of going right from here trying to capture, because if this is explosive, this is going to make you jerk back. And if you're too close, this is hard to do. So you're going to want to obviously apply like a dori technique or something like that. Those are options that you can do if you're training and somebody gets too close to you. You grab their fingers and stop them in their tracks and say, you know, get your distance a little bit better. So when this is happening as well, you want this to be more explosive. So once you have this connection, Bob's going to be putting the heat on you. There's pressure that's coming at you. This isn't just going to be this and then he's going to veer off. There's going to be pressure. So you want to be able to get here and then move, because the pressure is still coming. So once you make this connection of this, you're going to want to tenkon fast, because if he doesn't keep coming, things can change really quickly and bad very fast. So you want to be able to get to here and then turn right away. Okay? But still keeping your balance, still bending your knees. So you want this motion of this to happen, and then here, turn. Here, turn. 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 Right? So you want to move that quick and stay balanced. Remember to sweep the foot. Don't stop. I don't know. Go ahead. So faster hands. Faster hands. Faster hands and move. Good. Quicker. Faster hands on the application. Faster hands. Boom. Faster. Faster. Good. Faster. Faster hands and turn. Turn fast. Boom. There you go. That was it. That was it. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Boom. Faster. Get it, Dana. Deflect them. Get her, Bob. Deflect them. Good. Good. Two more. Two more. One more. I lied. Good. Good. Very good. See how the progression? It went from going slow, and then once I started telling her faster, faster, faster hands. We use the acronym RAM a lot with our evasion techniques, okay? RAM translates as rapid arm movement, okay? This it definitely helps you with your te sabaki, your hand techniques, your evasions and things like that. Because a lot of times, you don't walk around on the street with your hands up. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? You know, being prepared for whatever could happen or whatever can unfold at Starbucks while you're getting your coffee. Okay, you're not sitting here like this. You don't walk down the street like this or however, okay? So we tend to start off using our hands down, okay, in this position. We set up, then our hands come down. More likely on the street, and I know there's other Aikido people out there that like to talk a lot of shit about stuff, but basically, you never know when you're going to get ambushed, okay? You never know when someone's going to grab you. You never know when Dana's going to be at a club and some douchebag guy tries to grab her or whatever the case is. Being a bouncer for 23 years, which I haven't done that job in a couple years now, I've seen that happen. I've seen girls get grabbed, where they were basically face-to-face with the individual and the guy goes to grab her because it's an ex-boyfriend or it's a domestic dispute in a public place. I've seen it happen, okay? And it usually happens pretty quickly and it's fast. So you need to learn how to use your hands very fast. That's why we stress RAM, rapid arm movement. That's why we stress this with your hands being low. Obviously for training, you can have your hands up to sit there and practice whatever hand deflections that you're doing, okay? I'm totally fine with that, okay? perfectly reasonable to do that within your training. But when we're practicing evasions individually, we always start off by setting up and then putting our hands down, having a good stance, and being able to accept technique and catch the hand at the right time for the evasion. Excuse me, the reason why we do that is because that helps, excuse me, that helps distance, balance, and timing. It's all about timing. Isn't life all about timing? Being in the right place at the right time, or being in the wrong place at the wrong time? So you need to have these necessary skills to be able to combat that if that happens to fall into your backyard. You know, you don't want to get caught offhand or get caught with your pants down, so to speak, when somebody goes to grab you because you're in an environment where you feel comfortable. Okay? Always pay attention to your surroundings. Use your zanshin. Always look for trouble. Okay? And it's not about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. That's what it really is for me. I mean, past videos I've done, people are like, oh, this guy's paranoid, this guy's... No, I'm not paranoid by any means. Okay? I'm not paranoid one bit. It's just about being prepared for whatever comes your way in the spur of the moment. And half time, you don't ever know when something's going to come at you. You never know when someone's going to come to grab you. You know, if you're not paying attention to what's going around or looking at people's demeanor, you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so the hand deflections, the evasions are extremely important. It was very good what you did. It got faster. And as I kept telling you to go faster, faster, faster hands, faster hands, you got faster. And then you actually heard me say, good, that's good, keep going, keep going. You know, you want to be able to do this quick. You want to be able to do it with a lot of repetition, obviously. You want to be precise. You don't ever want to be sloppy. Okay? You can't make this hand strong with your fingers open, especially for hand deflections, for evasions. This has to be tight. If this is tight, that means that it's going to be firm. There's going to be energy going through this. There's going to be power. If it's loose, the rest of your arm is going to be loose. And then what happens is the person that's attacking you is basically going to crush your defense. And you're going to get taken down on the ground, or worse, you're going to get grabbed. And you don't want that to happen. Okay? So one more time. So as Bob is attacking, if this is loose, he crushes me. Okay? If he comes in south, he crushes me. Okay? I might have to use something else at that point. So cutting through might have to make me use something else to be able to do this. Right? So you have multiple hand deflections that you could use. The only one that I didn't use was the Kiriage movement. Okay? So that's pretty much about it for this video. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, drop us a comment down below, definitely hit the subscribe button, and hit the little bell right next to it, so then you get notification of every time we post up a new video, so you are not left behind with the content that we're putting up. I think I said a couple videos back that we have something going on that's going to be big. We're working on the process of this. This is going to be awesome. No one on YouTube is doing this. No Aikido person, nothing. This is going to be badass. I think you guys are really going to like it. And I did say within a month from when I said it last time. Might be a little bit longer, but this is pretty cool. So until then, we'll see you next time on the Rogue Warriors. Thanks for watching.